Hello everyone, so we are here for question number 2. So let's look at question number 2. The diagram shows the structure of the atom Y. So this is like the electronic configuration. So let's take a look. We have first shell has 2 electrons. Second shell I have 8. Next shell I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 18. The next shell I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 8, and last shell I have 2. So you might see that, how come this electronic configuration doesn't look very familiar? So it is fine because this is actually slightly beyond your syllabus, but the questions here are well within what you should be able to do. So over here, we are supposed to identify the period as well as the group of the periodic table that Y belongs to. So some of you might be very tempted to go and find out, count like the number of electrons and everything and find out where it is from, right? But let me teach you, or actually I already taught you all about how to identify the period and group. So the period, right, is actually the number of electron shells. So if you look at any element in your periodic table, the number of electron, the period number, 1, 2, 3, 4, it determines the number of electron shells, right? Period 1 has 1 electron shell, period 2 has 2 electron shells, period 3 has 3 electron shells. And the group number, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 0, right, determines the number of valence electrons it has. So the group number is the number of valence electrons. So if we look at this electron configuration that I got here, right, you see that the valence electron is 2. So that means it should come from group 2. Okay, it should come from group 2. And period, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electron shells. So this should come from period 5. Alright. Okay, now name an element that has similar chemical properties with Y. Okay, so we have explained already that chemical properties, right, is actually only influenced by the number of valence electrons. And we also know that the group number is elements of the same group contains the same number of valence electrons. So we are actually just going to name any element within group 2. Right, any element within group 2. So we will have either beryllium, right, or you can name magnesium, or calcium, or strontium, or barium. Okay, and then explain the answer is because both elements, right, and then we need to be specific. So we cannot say that both elements have same number of valence electrons. How many valence electrons do we have? Right, so you must say both elements have 2 valence electrons and therefore similar chemical properties. Okay, so over here, the value add that I can give to you is to remind you that we need to be specific answer and make sure that you give the specific number of valence electrons. So both elements have 2 valence electrons and therefore similar chemical properties. Alright, so this is question number 2 and I'll be back in the next video for question number 3. Alright, bye bye.